Hello everyone. I'm going to try this again. This is the third time that I've tried to record this video so I could share it with y'all on YouTube, because I have not yet found her on YouTube and she has some pretty good teaching on TikTok. So let's try this one more time. Let's see if this works this time. It's almost like the devil does it.
Did anybody ever tell you that the Book of Psalms is a spell book? I was taught that and believed it for years as a practitioner of Solomonic magic. For those who don't know what that is or have never heard of it, it is one of the oldest forms of ceremonial and ritualistic magic there is, and it goes very, very deep. One of the earliest things that you learn is Solomon had power over demons. You learn the seals, the keys, the names, the formulas. You're told Psalms is basically his grimoire. I didn't question it because it seemed to honestly line up. I'm going to give a little rundown on Solomon real quick for those who don't know. Solomon wasn't just a king. He was David's son. And before Solomon went a little wonky in life, God gave him a very extraordinary gift. If you go over to 1 Kings 3, Solomon asked God for wisdom. God gives it to him in a way that has never been given to anybody before and will never be given to anyone after. That wisdom wasn't just administrative. It covered creation and animals, plants, and according to the Second Temple Jewish tradition, that wisdom also included the understanding of the spiritual realm, what spirits were, how they operated, their names. You're not going to find that in the Old Testament, but you will find it deeply embedded in the Jewish historical literature surrounding that time period. If you was to take a look at the Testament of Solomon, there are details about him commanding spirits by name to build the temple. Now, whether that's literal or a theological commentary on his wisdom, that's an entirely different conversation. What matters right now is that Solomonic magic latched onto that tradition and built an entire system around it. There is a document inside these here Dead Sea Scrolls called 11Q11, right here. It contains ancient songs written specifically to drive out evil spirits. Solomon is there calling on God, asking God to move, asking God to protect people from demonic attack. As I'm reading it, I'm like, whoa. Hold up. This is the same material, same Solomon, same spirit, same authority language. What's different? Then I connected dots. In the Dead Sea Scrolls, the posture is always petitioning, always asking, God, you move. God, your authority. God, you have dominion here. Solomonic magic takes that same material and flip-flops it. So now that you have the authority, you have the seal, you compel the spirits. It wasn't made up. They just stole it and removed the only thing that made it valid: actual covenant relationship with Yahweh. This is why I just keep saying there's so much Bible in the occult. Satan ain't creative. John 8:44 says he ain't nothing but a liar and a thief. So that tells me he can't build nothing on his own. He just takes what God made and inverts it. Counterfeit prophecy, counterfeit healing, counterfeit covenant and blood oaths, counterfeit worship and rituals. Every single one of those has a legitimate original somewhere in Scripture. And that's what makes the occult so dangerous for people with a genuine spiritual hunger. It's not pure fiction. It has real enough architecture in it that it feels like it's working, because underneath all the inversion, there is something true holding it up. What you need to understand, though, is the occult has no true power of its own. It borrows the shape of something that does and delivers you something totally different. A counterfeit $20 bill isn't valuable because it looks real. It's dangerous because it looks real. Psalms ain't no spell book. It's a record of real people under real covenant asking a real God to just move on their behalf. And he did. Mwah. I love y'all. Did anybody ever tell you?
Okay, that's the Salt Remnant on TikTok. I'm sharing it on YouTube and Facebook because what she's saying has a lot of truth to it. She was herself in the occult once upon a time. but no longer is she there. She's standing firm in biblical truth, and she's exposing the occult side of things. So if y'all would like to look her up on TikTok, The Salt Remnant. God bless, and y'all have a good day.